awesome kickflip.
Oh! Momiji! Jeff!
On that. Looks like she's having fun though. It's always
Just, they're too casual. 6.0. Samaria Brevard dropping the hammer. 7.7.
wow.
She's your new leader. Welcome to Finals Day from Jacksonville, Florida. We're at Riverfront Plaza for the 2021 SLS Super Crown World Championship Women's Final, presented by Cariuma. Today, the top 8 skaters of the year will be skating for the 2021 Super Crown title. And the lone American in the final, Samaria Brevard, 28 years old. She's been skating Super Crowns going back to 2015, looking for her first podium. She'll be given 2 more tries each to improve their score. Those are the basics, brought to you by Tech Deck. Samaria Brevard, the 28-year-old from the USA, is in for her first of 4 single tricks.
Oh, nice crooked grind, backside crooked grind.
Looking confident, she's coming out, putting it down. First go.
Solid lockdown, clean dismount. Textbook crooked grind. See how the judges score this obstacle today in a single trick. See where their standard is.
Samaria trying to claw her way back up into the mix. A 5.1 for the crook. Puts her on top of the leaderboard.
Fell foot, that's right, you've seen a fall forward.
Back up on top of the start list, Samaria Brevard, sitting in 6th place. Looking for her 3rd score right now.
She's got those heavy tricks though, Samaria.
Oh, yes!
That was a mean kickflip.
Like that one, yes.
That was an awesome kickflip. Talk about floater.
And we've talked about doing flip tricks downstairs or over gaps in these contests. Anybody can flip their board and get it to hit their feet, but to ride out of them, it's so hit and miss here. And she nails it. Andrew, what do you think? You like what you see out here?
Yeah, that was awesome. I mean, first flip trick we've seen here in the finals. We've got crooks, we've got Smiths, both front side, backside, and then we saw the lip slide. So it's awesome to see Samaria going for it on that kickflip. Curious to see if any of the other skaters go down that route.
You're right. Variety pays off, and it does here in the final with a 6.0 even for Samaria. She's back up on top of the leaderboard. Is in the top 4 currently. She has 3 scores. She's trying to drop that run score of a 2.
Clean 5-0. Plays it safe.
All right, so she's going to drop that 2.0. But you're right, playing it safe, but setting herself up for the final try. This is actually 3rd best trick attempt here. Samaria getting it done.
I think we'll see her go a little bit more buck wild for the next single trick.
Yeah, because she set herself up perfectly for it.
Clever moves.
Have 3 good scores. That 4.5 puts her in 3rd. The top 4 are Samaria Brevard. She's in 3rd. She's trying to drop a 4.5.
She could do with 1 more hammer just to get in there. She needs to get this trick.
Oh! 360
wow.
flip, Jeff. That was huge. Samaria Brevard dropping the hammer.
That was the biggest flip trick we've seen of the day so far.
Take a look at the visible replay, Jeff.
Watch the flick on this. Beautiful 360 kickflip. Lands right over the top of her trucks and wheels, aka bolts. It don't get much cleaner than that.
Look at the arms on that landing. Just down, control.
That was a beautiful thing right there.
Raisa is feeling it. Everybody out here on the deck just went crazy. 7.5, highest score of the weekend. Samaria Brevard moves up into 2nd place. And Andrew's pick, the Olympic gold medalist, 14-year-old Momiji Nashiya from Japan. The Olympic gold medalist. Gap out Crooks.
Some slight tactics here, I think.
Yeah, we've talked about that. Strategy in effect. So, okay, if that's worth a 5.1, and I just need a few solid scores before I really put the hammer down. Drop the 5.1.
Almost a backside nose grind on that. Looks like she's having fun though. It's always good to see. Olympic champ right there.
5.1. Predictable. She won Salt Lake City, 19.2. She's got a 19.2 right now. Momiji in, back Smith. That's going to be her third score. So you're going to see a big jump in the placings.
There's that slow-mo, locked and loaded back Smith. You can see the no movement in her arms, no compression when she lands. Very powerful, strong skater on the rails and hubbers.
I love those landings. They're too casual. 6 who's not in the top 4. She's the only skater that can upset this top 4. She needs a 4.4 or better. Oh, she missed the pump dropping in. Gets a do-over. She did not pop the tail.
Quick rebate. Quick rebate.
Oh! Momiji! Jeff, okay. All she needed was a 4.4, and she comes out front, big spin board slide, gap to hubba rail.
Yeah, that's way above a 4.4. She's going to come in hot right now. That was epic.
Okay,
the way she did it too, watch the way she dips her board down, flat across the wide metal hubber. Very, very, very excellent, clean, technical execution of the trick. And she knows it. She's like, that's how, when I'm doing them at my best, that's it. That's how it feels. That's how it looks.
Now listen to what's going to set up here, Jeff. Rose Wetslode is in 4th before that Momiji score comes in. So we're assuming Rose is going to get bumped out of the top 4, and she's going to have 1 try still to go to try to change that again.
Let's see what the judges think.
See what the judges think. 4.4 or better gets it done. Yeah, 8.0, highest score of the day, of the weekend. Momiji Nashiya is in 2nd place, and Rose did just get bumped out. Now, Pamela Rosa.
And then last but certainly not least, Raisa Lial, 14 years old, from Brazil. Street League winner, setting the standard for all of us to follow today.
On deck, the 13-year-old from Brazil. Back-to-back wins so far this year, going for her 3rd in a row and looking for her 1st ever Super Crown title. Raisa Lial.
Wow, way to step in. Hang on, I'm just going to drop in. Cap backside lip slide fakie.
Yeah, that's serious.
Gap to backside 5-0. 50-50. No problem right now. Frontside blunt slide, shove it.
Jeff!
Wow, she's off the course. Course isn't big enough. Make the course bigger. That was awesome.
To do the shove out of the front blunt in the middle of the line, that really did bite into her time.
It did bite into her time bad. She's going to have to end with a hammer to make up for that. Oh, that's unfortunate. Lost a little bit of rhythm. But you know what? That was entertainment.
It was.
That was skateboarding right there. I love watching that.
And she's smiling, of course. She always is. She went for it. It's going to come down to the single tricks for Raisa. I mean, she should still get a few points for the cab back lip. Trick of the day so far, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially to start off with that.
So Rose Wetslode from the Netherlands up on top with a 5.1 so far, waiting on Rice's score. 3.8. So she did get some points.
I mean, the difficulty of a few of those tricks that she did, that cap back, like lip slide, the frontside blunt, shove it. Backside fiber down the big hobo. That's another level.
Yeah, it is. Line section is in the books.
Now, she didn't really pop and get into that, so if the judges don't know what she was trying, can she do that again? What she was going for?
I think since she didn't get into it, then yes. Raisa on deck. She's got work to do, and that's a great start, backside Smith grind. So we talked about it. Candy Jacobs did a front Smith for 5.2. Raisa follows up with a back Smith. Again, a harder trick.
Watch that front foot, the slight shift backwards so she can dip it down. Always looks cleaner when a Smith grind like that, when you pull that front foot and dip it. The judges will see that, like excellent form on the way she did the trick. See what they think.
6.0 even, going for her first ever Super Crown win. The Monster Energy skater, Raisa Lial.
Oh, nice frontside blunt slide down the big hubba and then hangs up on the quarter pipe.
Let's talk about that trick on a hubba versus gap out to Smith, gap out to Crook.
On this hubba, it's a metal hubba. Metal, when it gets a lot of heat on it, likes to stick a lot, so you have to wax it regularly, and that's the kind of trick right there. You will stick. There's that visible replay. The judges know that. Certain tricks like that, where you have to really push at them to make them, they're a lot harder down those hubba than your basic Smiths and crooked grinds, and etc.
So that is going to be a huge score for Raisa. And she had the 6. Last go, 6.9. This go, she is back on top. And now it's Raisa Lial, current leader. She's trying to drop a 3.8 to add to her lead. Oh! And that will do it.
I like the way she dropped out of that back tail right there. Clean, locked in. Look at the rip out. Bang! Right there. She waited till she threw her hips forward. That's how much more board control she has than the average person.
Compared to crooked grinds and Smith grinds, back tails and front blunts are next level, right? I mean, those are just...
Especially when you do them like that, Paul, where you're in total control of the situation.
6.3.
And here's our 2019 SLS Super Crown winner, Pamela Rosa, looking to take another win here today. 22 years old from Brazil.
2019 Super Crown champ. She was in second after the line section. Set herself up.
Oh, the fakie!
Wow. Okay, she got sketchy, but forget about sketchy. Lip slide the double kick to fakie jack.
Excellent. Like, that's a good 20-foot, 16, 20-foot slide. Going through those kinks, you can see right there, down, flat, down, and to pull it fakie, you have to shift your hips. A little bit of a hand touch, but there was no toe drag. If you watch here, she rips out. I don't think there's any toe drag on the floor. Touches the slightly, and a little bit of hand. Judges will dock her for that, but the level of the trick, the level of the gnaw was in there.
That's a tough one to judge, though, because it's such a hard trick. But the landing...
But it's on another level from just doing a Smith grind or a crooked grind down the hubba. It's a lot more control. You're sliding for 20 feet. A lot more things could go wrong. The judges should note that. It's a heavier trick, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
and she did
I
make it.
And I agree. And I hope.
But it was sketchy.
The score she deserves. But it was sketchy. So it leaves that door open for the judges to bring that score down a little bit, but not much. A 5.7. So Pamela Rosa, up on top, is currently sitting in that 4th place spot. This is her second try. Back Smith.
Is it fairly safe, just getting that trick in there?
She's coming off a good run score and a good first trick score. This one is just going to keep it going. Clean.
Yeah, clean backside Smith grind. Didn't quite dip it and hold it in as long. Comes out with her early, but keeps great speed.
So Pam Rosa with a 6. That moves her up into 2nd place. within striking distance.
Oh! Oh! Well, she was going for a feeble grind. She didn't get the truck in, and she board slid the whole thing.
At speed, too.
Not sketchy.
No.
You could just see she was aiming to lock it into a feeble. So I have no idea how the judges will take that one. They'll score it because it was a clean make, but you watch, look, didn't quite get over the rail, but she had to commit to it. So she didn't stick and go down.
So anything better than a 4-6 on this would help her cause.
It's going to be close.
Rose, either way, is going to need a big score. Either way. Okay, 5.0. That does help. 16.7. Raisa Lial right there. Currently, Pamela's in 4th. Oh! Big guns. High speed. Gap out to lip slide down the double kink. Pamela Rosa. She's trying to get rid of a score of a 5. Look at that, Jeff.
Full speed on that one. Just about hangs in there. You can see the gap. That's a good 10-foot gap into the lip slide.
She's the only one this weekend to gap out to that. That's it, period.
Only one this weekend to do that in the women's skating on both sides of the rail. I think she gapped out the board slide as well as lip slide.
Trying to get rid of a 5. 7.7!
Wow!
She's your new leader. 19 Super Crown Championship title. Can she do it? Oh, she does it! Gap out Smith grind. So gnarly. Jeff.
That was rad. That was so rad. The crowd is going bonkers here. So much positive energy and drive. Look at that. Gaps in, perfectly locked. In fact, overlocks into the Smith. Ooh. Make it even more sketchy. And at the same time, radical. Look how far she dips that Smith over.
Perfect landing. Getting props from Kelvin Hoffler. Waiting on that score. 8.1! The new highest score of the day. And Pamela now is way up in front with an overall score of a 21.8. We're sending it down to Andrew Cannon, who's with our winner, Pam Rosa.
All right, Pamela. First and foremost, congratulations, 2-time SLS Super Crown World Champion. You needed that 7.6 to get up in the top spot, and you went for the gap lip. Had you even tried that this weekend?
I'm so happy to be here, and so hard. Bump to rail. The first try from lip, from Smith. I'm so happy. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jacksonville.
You want to say anything to all the fans out there in Brazil watching at home?
Isso aqui é pra nós. Tamo junto, Brasa. Obrigado.
Everyone, one more time, make some noise for your winner, Pamela Rosa.
Absolutely incredible. What a day of skateboarding it has been so far. Pamela was on fire. Started with a great, great run, and then just put down trick after trick after trick. Let's take a look at the final results here in the Super Crown. Pamela Rosa, your winner with a 21.8. Raisa Lial in second, and Momiji Nashiya rounding out the podium in third for Japan. What a day, Jeff. What a day.
What a great day of skateboarding so far. More to come.
Yeah, we're only halfway through. That was one of the greatest finals I have ever witnessed. So many lead changes. And like we said, everybody skating at their best. It didn't come down to who fell at what time. It was who made their best tricks.
That's right, came down to those last final hammers. Looks like we're seeing the podium gearing up.
place. Put your hands together for Raisa Lial. And your 2021 3D Skateboarding Super Crown World Champion, Pamela Rosa. So what an incredible day of skateboarding it's been so far here in Jacksonville. And a huge congrats to all the skaters in the final, but especially Pamela Rosa for taking home the 2021 Super Crown title, her second. So for Rowley, Cannon, and everybody at SLS, I'm Paul Zitzer. Thanks for watching. We'll see you at 2:30 for the men's final.